Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, in the first part, there isn't going to be a lot of machining. What happened was I actually got an email off a friend of my brother's whose father had sadly passed away. His father knew my dad, and years ago they used to do rear control motor boats. The gentleman that died was actually an engineer, and the lad wanted to know if I would like his tools. Because he didn't want them, he didn't want to see them, didn't want them sold, didn't want them thrown away. So he's giving them all to me, and I can do whatever I want. I can give them away or I can use them. I actually open these toolboxes and I go through the tools. This takes quite a bit of time. It's not everybody's cup of tea to watch this sort of thing. I think it's important. This lad's obviously made a living using these tools, so I open the boxes, I go through the items. Most of the items I've already got and they'll be given away, but I hope you find it interesting anyway. So basically that's going to be quite a lot of part one. I also put some video in that I took in America. Basically all I can say is a supermarket that's full of all the things we like, taps and dies and milling cutters and reamers and lathe tools, an absolutely incredible place. I put a little bit of video of that in towards the end. I need to do the draw for last week's giveaway, which is the three most taper sleeves. Deb's is at work, so I'll have to do it myself. Rig around. Try not to get too much slather up the bucket or steak. Right, we've got one here. And the name is Robert Hayden. Robert Hayden. You can see that. Right, Robert, if you get in touch with us and give us your address, I'll get that posted off as soon as possible. I'm going to do another giveaway this week. This week's giveaway is going to be for a more than right steel rule, 12-inch steel rule, which is got no millimetres on. It's imperial both sides. So I'm sure the American lads will like that. There's also a nice little 4-inch set square. Two items that I use all the time. If you'd like a chance of winning them, all you've got to do is send me an email. That's my email address up there. Send us an email with your name. Your name goes into the bucket, and if your name is drawn out, you end up winning a prize. Your name stays in the bucket until it's either drawn out or whatever happens to the bucket, or whatever happens to me. Anyway, I want to keep this going for as long as I can, really, because I've got people now sending these items in just to be given away. It's a good way of sharing things out. It's a good way of me saying thanks very much for all the support I've had over the years. Anyway, send us your email address into the bucket. You never know, you might win. Right, in this box we've got some clock gauges. You can see they've got a little bit of corrosion on them. They've been still moving, they've been standing for quite a while. That's a nice one. That's 10 thou from there to there. That's the one that I'll be keeping. It's also got two little sweep hands on, so you can set your parameters for your run out. See the surface corrosion. Comet, that one feels quite nice actually. It's got a tight spot there. I'm sure Bob will be able to sort these out for us. Those two will be going to go into the giveaway. Nice wooden box here containing an Eclipse DTI stand in good condition. A little bit of surface rust, nothing that a bit of time wouldn't sort out. Also in there is a battery DTI gauge which is frozen. Once again, I'm sure Bob will be able to sort that out. This will be given away. I've got 2 or 3 of these. I've got enough that I'll never ever use it, so it's pointless me just putting it on a shelf and keeping it. The lad did say either keep them or give them away, and it'll be given away. complete with this box. Another nice little wooden box, contains micrometers. It's a 2 to 3 inch 1 right micrometer. It's a little bit stiff. It's got a bit surface rust on it. Once again, if you spend a little bit of time on this, some nice light oil, it'll be a perfectly usable micrometer. That's a 0 to 1 inch mic, 1 right. That's stuck as well, but there again, it will fray off. I think my friend Bob's going to be very busy. These will be given away. I've got all the imperial micrometers I'm ever going to need. Nice drill index containing imperial drills, some of which want sharpening, some have been sharpened. So one there being ground for drilling a flat bottom hole. Yeah, some of these want sharpening. Obviously they've been mixed and matched, they've been used, and that flat bottom one there, they've been used and then topped up from various sources. These will be something that I'll keep because I do use imperial drills quite a lot. Toolbox containing it's a tool for splitting chain. I know he did do locos, I think it was diesel electric locos, so that's probably where the chain come from. Nice pair of tin snips there. They feel brand new. They'll be going into a giveaway because I have got 2 or 3 pair of those. Possibly something off one of these locos. If anybody does diesel electric locos and they can use them, just send us an email. I'll happily post them off to you because they'll just lie in a drawer here and they'll never get used. So if you want them, just send us an email and it'll be yours. Box containing centre drills. Can't have too many centre drills because their only ambition in life is to snap off. It'll be something that I can keep and use. Some sort of a puller for pulling whatever off, I'm not sure what. Handmade anyway, nicely made as well. A bit of aluminium, that'll go straight into my aluminium box. Eclipse tap wrench in decent condition. I've got one of them, in fact I think I've got 2, so that will be something that'll go into a giveaway as well. Various twist drills. These have all been hand sharpened, or at least they've been sharpened on a machine or whatever. Long series drill there. Nice countersink. Spanner is made for some particular, possibly a grinder or a chuck of some description. More drills. Tip lathe tool has been sharpened, possibly for screw cutting, not quite sure. another special tool, spanner. I've made these before. I used to make these out of, used to use gudgeon pins from car pistons because they're really hard and tough. This brass bush, that'll go into my brass collection. Little screwdriver. Right, that's a little steam cylinder. A little wee ports in it. Not quite sure what it's off, but it's a little steam cylinder. And this is a double steam cylinder. Once again, it's something I'll not use. If anybody can make use of that, all you've got to do is email us. First come, first served. I'll happily post it away. Just be nice to see it get used for something instead of just lying in a scrap box in here. Right, this is the last box. Inside of here we've got 3 boxes with Mr. 2 wrote on. Verdict. Starrett. Oh, these are hole gauges. You put that into a hole and that taper comes down, and you can make that. I haven't got a set of them, so that's something I'll be keeping, and I'll certainly use them. Steel rulers. That one's in good condition. Stanley. I'll go through these in turn just to see what they are. I would think these will be verniers. They are. See whatever he's been working on, some sizes in there. It feels very strange looking through somebody's personal tools like this. It's a nice scraper, really sharp. Very thin ruler, or gauge as some people call them. But a 2U digital. Digital vernier. A really early one. Screw cutting gauge. At least a gauge for sharpening or for grinding screw cutting tools on. And a drill. Quite a nice little box of goodies. Another Mr. 2U vernier box containing a partially seized vernier. Once again, that would clean up and fray off. Not quite sure what that's for. Looks like it's made out of copper. It's got a little place to keep it, so it must be quite important. Once again, this will be probably a giveaway. Another one with the 2U. That's been in there a long time. These still work exactly the same. There's no battery to go flat on these. Just takes a little bit of maths to work out how to read them, but that's still perfectly usable. Once again, that will be a giveaway. Clarkson Auto Lock Chuck instruction book. Loads of speeds and feeds in them, plenty of information. Let's use data chart book. These are, I've got current ones, these are used all the time. Different threads, tapping drills, clearance drills. The pigs are plastic coated as well, so they don't fall to bits with the dirt off your hands. Log tables here, sines and tangents, and happy days. Right, this looks like a micrometer box. Another 2 to 3 mic, but a starret one. No, it's not starret, it's more than right than a starret box. Once again, it's frozen, but it's moving. A little bit of time and patience that'll clean up and be used. I think it's part of an adjustable mic set that. You get different size handles to go in there. Once again, it's something that'll be given away because I've got all the Imperial mics I'm ever going to need. It's a nice little set, and that's working fine. That's in good condition. That I've got the same set, exactly the same set. So once again, it's something that I'll give away. It's pointless me just putting that in the drawer just to lie there forever when somebody could make good use of it. Another vernier. The rust's got it, but it would clean up. It's quite badly rusted that, but it would clean up. Now we're back to the 3 steel rules in the starret roll gauges, which I'm going to keep because I definitely use them. They're nice. Right, this is the last item, the Draper tap and die set. Nothing missing as well, which is quite a novelty. The early Draper stuff was actually made in Japan. It was quite good gear. The later stuff's not so good. Look underneath here. There you go. All the bits are there. It just hasn't been used. It's absolutely mint. But you go in there from Whitworth. It's got right on there, Japan. The Japanese do make quality tools. It's metric, 10 by 1. I'm not quite sure what will happen to this set. I probably have got all the sizes. That'll be a 8 by 28. I think that's what they call a gas thread, 8 gas. Mm, 10mm fine nut there. 7mm, that's a popular car size, 7 by 1 thread gauges. metric, screw pitch gauges. These have been unused, they're just sort of been put away. It's even got the cardboard sleeve that they come originally. Used for the following: British and imported cars and motorcycles, boats, machines, general shop and home use, Japan. Combination Whitworth, UNF and metric threads. As well as all the various hand tools, cutting tools and measuring equipment, this also came along as well. It's a drilling tapping stand, so you can drill poles accurately, and it can also tap. It's for doing real small stuff, model engineering stuff. I'm sure I've seen this or a similar design in the Model Engineer magazine years ago. It's been made to a real high standard. It really is first class work. It's got a little bit of surface rust on, but it would certainly clean up and be a very, very handy machine for any model engineer to use. I'll get some close-up shots of some of the parts of it, because like I say, it is really nicely made, a proper quality machine. It's got a nice little English motor on it. That's when England made decent electric motors. This is the drilling quill. It's got a 2-speed pulley on there, and there's also a 2-speed pulley on the motor. I would imagine this will run fairly fast. Got a nice little depth stop there, so you can alter the depth you're drilling to. Really is nice and smooth. No play at all on that quill. Attention to detail is very good. Everything's nicely finished, nice and smooth. There's no machining marks. Really is a credit to the person that made it. This is the part that was used for tapping. You put a tap in there, lovely little bronze bush in there, and you could turn, wind the tap in. You get a lot of feel through these handles, using really small taps. Everything's nicely bushed there, bronze in there. That's a bronze screw in there that locks onto. There's a nice faceplate here, which also pivots around the column. It's also got degrees marked all the way around, and it's got a little metal tag on there, so you can actually use it as an indexing device. These are the 2 locks for the belt adjuster, and you can see the 2 pulleys on the motor and the corresponding 2 pulleys on the spindle. It's got a nice cast iron base, which was probably originally used for a comparator stand, but it's nice in proportion. It really does look the part. It hasn't got a mains power cable wired in. I'm not going to wire it up. Once the electric's checking out properly first. It looks like it's stood for quite a long time, and this wiring does feel perished. Absolutely no play at all in that bush. This has been machined out to the solid, machined, filed, really nicely done. All the little hand wheels, all the little handles and knobs are nice shapes, nicely finished off. I wish I could turn out work as good as this. when I was given all these tools and this drill, I was told I could do whatever I wanted with them, I could give them away, I could keep them, whatever I wanted. I thought I didn't have to think long about what I'm going to do with this. Really, it's not something that I would use. It's a bit lightweight for any of the projects I do. There's only one person that this is going to go to, and that's going to be my friend Bob, the lad that does the DTI gauges. Bob makes small models, and I know for a fact that he'll clean this up and look after it, and really look after it, and when he's finished with it, it'll go on to its next owner. It's alright owning something like this, but all you're doing is looking after it until the next person gets it. And I'm very grateful to be given all this equipment. A lot of it will be given away, passed on. I will keep some of it I will use, but this is definitely going to go to my friend Bob.